information from Lula, you gotta bring her a snack.
Done.
All right. Bye, girl.
All right, I'll see you guys soon.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Lula, a snack? You always complaining. It's hot. I'm hungry.
Okay, Sherri Shepherd is always sure to make you laugh. That was a clip from her new movie. It's called One for the Money, and Sherri Shepherd joins us at the Broadcast Center now. You know what fascinates? Hello, Sherri Shepherd.
Good morning. Good morning, ladies.
This is what I heard, lady. This
Yes.
is a role that you've wanted to play for years, and I'm thinking, now she knows she's playing a prostitute.
Yes.
And I heard you wanted to play that for years. Listen,
Yes.
I was watching the movie, curious to see what hairdo you were going to have next. But let's back up to you always wanted to play a prostitute for years. Why?
Yes, this has been on my vision board for years, and for over 7 years. I will tell you why. This character, Lula, she is a hooker with a heart of gold. It's based on a series of books by Janet Evanovich.
Don't all hookers have hearts of
They
gold?
all have hearts of gold. You
In the
just have to
movie?
play around with them.
Yeah.
Well, Janet Evanovich wrote 18 books based on, and this character is in them. Now, I loved her evolution because she starts out as a hooker. She becomes friends with Stephanie Plum, who's Katie Heigl's character, and she ends up becoming a bounty hunter. So it shows this evolution of Lula, of the character, and she's compassionate, yet she's firm. She's not afraid to shoot a gun. She's not afraid to fight a man, and that's what I loved about her.
Okay.
She wasn't a stereotypical hooker.
Okay.
But in the first book, One for the Money, she's introduced, and that's what her occupation is.
So the vision that you had of her in reading the books and becoming a big fan of this character, how much of that were you allowed to bring to the process when you actually got the role for the movie?
They let me improv quite a bit in this movie, which was great because, like I said, I'm a big fan of Janet Evanovich, so I was reading the books, and I knew this character. When a fan tweeted me and said they're auditioning, and I put on my little, I went in there and found one of Elizabeth's tight mini skirts, and I put on an electric blue tube top, and I had my long wig, and Barbara Walters
were ready to go.
I had my heels, and Barbara Walters goes, "Where are you going, dear?" And I said, "I'm going to play a hooker." And when I went in the audition, I said to the casting directors, "I know this character. I love her so much. I've read these books, and I'm so excited I booked it." So that's what I mean when I said,
okay,
it's been on my vision board. What do you think? I just want to be a hooker?
Well, I was just
calling you out. I didn't know Sherri for years. She going down.
I was a little worried. Spike Lee's making news today. He's out in Sundance. And he was saying, listen, his latest movie, he financed himself. He didn't want to have to go through Hollywood because he didn't want anybody telling him what to do with his movie. And in this particular movie, he said, listen, because they can't really tell me about black people.
Right.
What do you think when you hear that from Spike?
Well, I think,
do you think it's still hard in Hollywood for black people, which is to Spike's point? And George Lucas was here last week.
Yeah.
With Red Tails. He was telling Charlie that it was very difficult to get financing. Finally, he put up a big chunk of his own because people were worried about an all-black cast.
I think
so as you sit here, black actress,
yeah.
What are you thinking?
As I carry the weight of, with this one answer, the weight of black people on my shoulders.
Speaking to the microphone, yes.
I think, but it's very well documented, Spike Lee, the problems that he has had with studios. And, when you're a director and you're a writer, it's very hard to get that, they want to intervene and they want to tell you what to do. That's always very, very difficult. And I think it's also a shame when I see a commercial for Red Tails and I don't see faces. They were showing a commercial where it was just the voices. And I'm going, wait a minute, it takes me back to when, African Americans would sing the songs, but on the cover would be white people.
I hadn't thought
so
about
I'm
that.
going,
That's
wow,
right.
in this day and age when we're in the post-racial age, and we have a black president, I can't see who's in the film. I just got to hear voices in order for me to actually want to go see the film.
Yeah.
So I think that concerns me quite a bit.
Yeah.
So,
Until you said I hadn't thought about that.
Yeah, I did.
That promo was like that.
I did. My son looked up and he was like, who are the people?
Yeah.
So I think, that's a problem. But as an actress myself, I know I've always fought to just let me read. A lot of times they didn't want me to come in because they said, we weren't really thinking of a black person. And I said, but
try me.
Just try me.
Yeah,
and
try
let my
me.
acting speak for
How
itself.
difficult do you think that is just to have the conversation? Because remember, we went through this whole political correctness, and then it was sort of, well, we're trying to correct the political
And now you can't
correctness.
say
And
anything.
now nobody
No,
knows
race
what to
scares
say about
people.
Nobody
Race
knows
scares
what to
people,
say about
Erica.
anything. It
Race
absolutely
people-
does.
Race people.
Yeah.
Race scares people.
It really does. You can't make it. I mean, if somebody wants to go, I like your I like your top.
Right.
That's just, I'm not even going to say the word.
Does that ever change? I mean, and somehow talking about these things, does it make it better?
Well, I think you have to be able to talk about it, but I
Yeah.
think you have to be around people. Sometimes you got to feel like you're around people you trust,
Right.
so they know where you're coming from, so things won't get taken out of context. That's what's happening so much. Things are taken out of context, and you're spending so much time defending, and you're going, I didn't mean it that way. So I really hope that we can still continue the discussion.
Can I just say you look fantastic?
Thank you.
No, I don't know what you're doing, but I'm just saying.
Girl, a
you
lot
look
of
really
sex. I
fantastic.
just got married. Can I say that on this show?
You just
I just
did.
got married.
Yes, you can.
I think
And
it's a glow.
How's being a newlywed going for you, Miss Sherri?
love
Other than
it.
a lot of sex, good?
Well, you know what? I love it. It's the second marriage, so I think when people, they say, how's it going? They want me to go, oh my gosh, it's roses and lollipops, and I'm so in love. But it really is just like two imperfect people trying to fit their issues into one bag.
Yes,
And
yes.
I'm learning and I'm growing, and you know.
And so far, so good.
So far, so good. I got a
Sherri
good
Shepherd.
guy.
Always good to see you.
Nice to see you, Sherri.
Always good to see you.